one of the most electric players of his generation, who captivated the nation's capital with moments like this.
Working against Bradley for three. John Wall! What a shot!
And this.
Look at this.
He was spinning one way and Matt Barnes' head was spinning the other.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Wow.
And revitalized a franchise that was in dire need of a star. But now this very same man, who NBA fans marveled at for years, is on the outside looking in, as no team will offer him a job, let alone the team that he revitalized. Which that within itself is a tragedy. You know, in this channel, you guys know me. I like to dick around. I dick around sometimes, dude. You know what I mean? I'm a dumb dick. But this is a serious issue. And it needs to be taken seriously. There will be no memes used in this video. Okay, maybe one. But what is happening right now with John Wall is criminal. There are no teams that could use his services. The Suns, the Heat, the Wizards. My blood pressure is rising, dude. My blood pressure is rising, dude. John Wall saved the Wizards from being shipped off to freaking Vietnam. David Stern was gonna relocate our asses to freaking Vietnam. We were that bad. The Vietnam Wizards. I would have had to waken up at 3 o'clock in the morning to see the Wizards get spanked by the Grizzlies. Do people realize that when Gilbert Arenas went all, there's a snake in my boat, and had a freaking hoedown with the NBA, we were the biggest laughingstock in the league. That year in 2009, we only won 26 games, and our only hope was Andre Bloch and Yi Jianlian.
He's been. That's lost them.
But what the hell, boy?
We were so mid. The medieval times. Dude, those days were so dark. Nobody in DC wore a hat during those years. The sun was never out. We didn't need a hat. No hat needed in DC. The only time, in those 3 years, I've only seen 2 schmucks in DC walking around with a freaking hat on. And that was because their barber fucked up their hairline. But then out of the blue, the NBA gods, I don't know who it is, maybe it's Vlade Divac, I don't know, so somebody, they blessed us with an Avenger. Yes, an Avenger. We hit the jackpot, and we got John Wall. And what did he do? He pretty much revitalized the DC economy. He saved the Wizards. Dude, he saved me and many others from freaking sleep apnea. We would have woken up at freaking 3 a.m. watching them in freaking Vietnam. Sorry for yelling, dude. You know, sorry for yelling. You know what I mean? I had to get out of my system, you know. I'll do better. I have to do better. I can only do better. But I usually do a nice little intro for these ass videos, but I'm drained. The Maryland summer is killing me softly. And I hadn't had sleep since the freaking Reagan era. So like, dude, I'm dying right here. But with all that in mind, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and all that fun stuff. Please, please, please. All right, let's get on with the video. So like I stated earlier, John Wall came in and resurrected the Wizards and their current crop of players. A selfless player. Always made others around him better and got everyone paid and never made a fuss about it. John Wall got freaking Martell Webster paid. Trevor Ariza paid. Otto Porter paid. Gave him the max deal. Got him the So help me God. John Wall would have gotten my sorry ass a 2-way contract. He was that good. And I saw a stat that John Wall, out of all the contracts that he got for his fellow teammates, it accumulated to over $300 million. And yes, that includes the first Bradley Beal max contract. Debate me, dude. You know what I mean? Like, John Wall, at one point, single-handedly kept the DC economy from filing for bankruptcy. He should be the VP, vice president. Why is he on the ballot? Like, I'm pretty sure he'll get this economy rolling again. I'm over here yelling like a jackass again. I'm sorry. This topic gets me heated. This topic really gets me heated, but let me just continue. Read off some of the accomplishments that he had. Well, he was a 5-time All-Star from 2014 to 2018. During the 2016-2017 season, he put up career highs across the board. He averaged 23.1 points, 10.7 assists, 2 steals a night. He also made the All-NBA third team, was an All-Star during that year, and he even garnered MVP consideration. You couldn't stop him from getting to the rim. He had top end speed from end to end, compiled with the uncanny court vision. He finished top 3 in assists in each season from 2013 to 2017. In my opinion, again, I'm a homer, but you know what I mean, fastest player ever, going from end to end. Debate me, dude. He was also one of the better defenders at the point guard position, albeit I will admit he was a bit inconsistent towards his later years. But at one point, he was definitely one of the best two-way players in the league, especially at the point guard position. And also during the Randy Whitman era. John Wall spent his first 9 seasons with the Wizards and remains the franchise all-time leader in assists and steals, while ranked 4th in scoring. He's a two-way playmaker. He led the Wizards to 4 playoff appearances from 2014 to 2018, which was the second time since the 1980s that the Wizards had any kind of this success. A DC legend. Case closed. Honey, grab your bags. It's time to go home. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's debatable. I think many Wizards fans consider him a DC legend, Wizards legend, or whatever the hell. We don't even have that many legends here, you know, to be honest. But he's a legend here. And to be honest with you, I didn't even get to his off-the-court accomplishments. Because many Wizards fans know he had many of those. This is a serious topic. I need to stop being a dumb dick. He was very charitable off the court. I'll get to that later in the end of this video, but just know that he played a huge role in the DMV community. DMV. Then we all know what happened with his knee injuries starting in 2017, 2018. I'm not going to get too deep into that because, well, it's not needed. We all know. He had multiple knee surgeries, an infection that got really bad. You know, it just derailed his career. But what I'm trying to say in this video is, I know for a fact, I'm not freaking delusional, even though I look delusional at times, especially when I wake up. I know John Wall, his prime years are behind him. And I know he's nowhere near the player that he was. The knee injuries and also just age, just father time just came up to him. He's no longer the same player. So when I say if a team wants to sign him, it will be for filler minutes, backup point guard minutes, not for him to come in and be an all-star. And, you know, I think this is something that Wall struggled with for many years, since 2017. Him being a franchise player all the time, and then, you know, having to deal with the fact that he's no longer that. And even John Wall recently stated that in an interview about, you know, just where he currently stands in his career and how he sees himself. Take a listen.
Whatever role it is, I'm willing to accept. You know what I mean?
So you'll play any role. The great John Wall will play any
Yes.
role right now for a team.
Yeah, because I've been the franchise guy before. I go into a team and be a vet and teach the young guys how to be a point guard just to help. That's a development I'm willing to do.
Yeah, he obviously struggled with this over the years, whether he wants to admit it or not. But he is a basketball savant. And he's a great leader. Leadership, you know what I mean? Take a listen.
Right now, Rob Dillingham, he doesn't have that pressure, but what can you see or what advice would you give him coming into the league?
In transition, it's your time to shine and have court. Get your guys shots early on. So then when you're running in transition or you need somebody to help when you're penetrating, those guys are going to make the game easier for you.
Not convinced of his basketball IQ. Dude, I have no life, dude. You know, I got clipped for days.
I remember y'all game plan was not to help from this corner. You know, in pick and roll back then, y'all used to stunt from the corner, and that's when I get a lot of assisted corner threes to Trevor Reeser or Brad. So then we got it back to game 6, y'all close it out. Y'all ran that, whatever you call it, side pick and roll, David West pick and popping, and you in the opposite corners, like, we can't stunt there. Like, what the hell we gonna do?
There go that memory.
Yeah, that was just
John Wall, who is now 33 years old, last played an NBA game for the Clippers on January 13th, 2023. Since then, he has been a free agent, despite averaging 11.4 points, 5.2 assists, coming off the bench during a 34-game stint with the Clippers. But before that, he played his sole season with the Rockets, where he averaged 20.6 points, 6.9 assists per game. I will admit, though, that was limited to only 40 games, and also the stats were a bit inflated because, well, the Rockets were ass. They were complete ass. Somebody had to score. But even with that, I still believe that John Wall has something left in the tank. He has something left to offer, dude. Let's just agree to agree with this one Let's move forward. But even if no one wants to sign him, the Wizards should do him justice and sign him. Bring him home. We can lose together. You think John Wall can't be a great leader to Bub Carrington? Jordan Poole. Jordan will be John Wall's masseuse.
Pause.
This freaking rage got me acting all sus. No, not like that. You know what I mean? But you don't think he can be a great leader to the youngins we're going to have in the next couple of years? You don't think he can help Bilal? You don't think he can help develop Alex Sarr, who needs all the development he can get on the offensive side, many putbacks, gain his confidence? You don't think John Wall can help with that? But you know what? I like to be realistic, dude. This is all Ted Leonsis' fault right now. Ted Leonsis is the main reason why John Wall's not in a Wizards uniform right now. As he should be. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but Ted Leonsis and John Wall had a bit of a falling out into a lot of freaking buffoonery. I'm not, I'm not freaking here to play politics or something like that, dude. My opinion, it got overblown because, well, again, I got to be serious. I got to stop being a dumb dick. John Wall went through a rough time. A really rough time. His beloved mother passed away, who he was extremely close with. Multiple knee injuries derailed his career. A career that he loved. Basketball is his life. Then he had a son during that period. Became a father. And the thing that I keep thinking about is, where were the Wizards during this time? Where were they? Where were we? I know the Wizards fans were there to back him up. We love him. I love him. Where was Ted Leonsis? I have a question. I have a lot of questions, dude. If Damian Lillard, who was at the end of his career, was a free agent, would the Blazers do him justice and sign him to retire with them? Yes. If Giannis was a free agent, same scenario, the Bucks would sign him in a heartbeat. Maybe it's too much to ask for because maybe those organizations are much classier than mine. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly. I mean, I can think of more. If Dirk was a free agent, of course the Mavericks would sign him. Tim Duncan, the Spurs would sign him. Again, I'm not trying to put John Wall in the same level as these players, but I believe John Wall had the same impact on his community as these players had in their respective communities. After all, John Wall started the John Wall Family Foundation. He was a devoted supporter of the Boys and Girls Club in the DC area, and also other stuff that I'm not going to get too personal with. You know, just YouTube John Wall DC. You will see a lot of clips of him. There's one particular that him getting emotional after a child who had cancer died live on TV. Like, it's just stuff that, you know, it's very evident that John Wall is a good-natured person. He has a very good heart, and he needed help. Still needs help. You can see that he wants to come back in the league. I think if the Wizards sign him, it could be a win-win. He helps develop our rookies. He's not going to come here with the ego to try to take over the team. And lastly, I just want to end this with this. I know John Wall's not the same player anymore. I know that, dude. You know, you don't got to give me that, you know. And I know he's not perfect. I know he made some mistakes in the past. I know that. But he still has something to offer. Whether it was his basketball IQ, knowledge, just even sharing the floor with him. But he has something left to offer, even at the age of 33. He damn well has more to offer than the Wizards did the past 5 years. I'll tell you that much. After witnessing the past 5 years of delusion. I'm a Wizards fan till I die. Always will be. Commanders too. We didn't have that much to cheer for in a long time. John Wall was one of those few that we did. And while I do have hope, I'm not going to figure be a negative Nancy about our future. I think we're finally in the right path. I think John Wall could help us even further in the right path. But then again, I'm just a freaking buffoon from Maryland, so you know what? It is what it is. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear Wizards fans on this scenario. I mean, I would love to agree to disagree too. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I would truly, truly appreciate it. Thank you for watching The Dirty Bucket. I will see you guys in the next report. Peace, y'all.